Not yet. We got the meeting going, but we don't have the YouTube. Aha, look at that. Emily's first. Hey, Irving. You remember my daughter Emily?
Hi.
What is Did a chair? You got to marry a beautiful woman. But fortunately, she takes after her. You're good. That's yours. Everything's got.
Yes.
This out of here. There we go. Well, I have pushed the button, and we are live on YouTube as well as our Meet and Google Meet. We've got a nice group here. We got Bill and Cheryl, Jim, Irving, Emily, and myself here having breakfast. Online, we've got Mom and Dad, Sandy and Terry Stimson. We got Fred, Sid, and Chester. Good morning, Chester. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Oh, look.
Buenos dias.
Max is online as well. Right? That's what we're doing today. And I am Scott Stimson from International Computer Solutions, and this is the San Carlos Computer Club. I wonder where Judy is. I was expecting her to join us this morning.
You said she was last week. That was in Trent. I don't remember. Yeah.
Bill, that's the reason you're not. I must have said it.
F9R.
So I hope everybody's good out there in your locations. I'm sorry you're having to listen to us eat and slurp. More. I did send out yesterday a document that has some topics from last week I couldn't remember if we got to, and I've got some other topics in my pocket. I'm going to put a link to that document right into our Meet so that you folks that don't have it right in front of you, you're able to pull it up. That have joined us this morning. This is a nice group. We've got a large group today. I think that means we've got people settled into San Carlos.
They all showed up. Hopefully they don't live in the back of the ranch. It's all tore up.
Oh boy, isn't it? Our street's tore up again. Fortunately, not in front of our house, but we're having to use Premata to get out of the
What?
Looks
get
like a
out of the
big hole in the
mosquitoes.
road.
Oh, yeah, that blew up about a month ago.
Yeah.
Before they poured up, the water was running all the way down to the marina.
Well, isn't there a lake over on the corner of G? There's a lake of water on
Oh,
First
that-
G right there.
That's coming from CEA's line that's in front of Marvin. So it's a vacant lot, but it's bubbling up out of the ground on the street. And there's catfish in there now, they say.
Well, you guys realize there's extra water in Grand. That's safety valve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got too much water.
you know, the desert is notorious for having too much water. Well, other than the topics I brought that we could fall back on, I am always interested in what you guys have brought. And so I'm curious, who's got a tech topic this morning? News or troubleshooting or question to be answered that this group can help with? And take your time. We'll get to each one of you.
I have something.
You have a tech topic?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how to make an IO there. E-card. I don't know.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yes.
You're trying to create an ISO image.
ISO, yes.
An ISO image of your SD card so that you can clone it to another SD.
Yes, yes. I have an SD card full of video games and computers, and I have a small handheld gaming portable computer. And I did it all on a 64 gigabyte SD card. I mounted the operating system to it with an ISO image that I had downloaded, and then I played it, and I realized I only have 64 gigabytes. So I need to take everything on that as SD card and put it onto a 256 gigabyte SD card. But it turns out that making an ISO disk is far more complicated than mounting an ISO disk. Who would have thought?
So I'm just gonna guess here. There's a good chance Jim knows what an ISO image is. I'm betting Bill might know what an ISO image is. I'm thinking everybody else here doesn't know what we're talking. Oh, and our preview is frozen up there on the screen. So can you tell us what an ISO is?
My understanding. Wow. It is a picture of what a storage disk is supposed to look like. It was made for like actual discs. It's
Physical disc.
physical actual discs, and it's like a physical disc digitalized.
It is a digital representation of the layout of a disk format.
Yeah, well, that's a better way of putting it.
And so this is what we used to do with physical media, and actually it's still being done. If you download or install Windows 11, it will download that will then
Quay, how are you doing, sir?
or a USB. So it is when you used to think of a install disk, like a CD or a DVD, it would be the instructions that would create that style disk. And ISO is a file in your that you pass a copy, you can put on different media, but in the end, the idea is that you are going to open that ISO up and create a disk of the same properties. What that is a copy of. Probably a good analogy for an ISO is a PDF. In documents, when we use PDF, we're trying to get as close to how it would appear on the paper. And so you're taking a digital document and you're putting it into a format that should be able to reproduce that document on paper exactly the same way. And ISO is kind of the same way with this technology. We're trying to create a file that has all the instructions for making that disk the same as it was originally. So Emily has a handheld gaming that the Raspberry Pi.
Isn't it the same thing we used to do as a
It's a modified Linux OS called Argo.
And so it's like a Linux computer in the form factor of a handheld gaming computer. And it runs emulators of really different games. And it boots off of a micro SD card that you put in your Android phone. But that has to be set up with a boot sector and an operating system so that it'll come up and make all these things available. And she's done all that. She's gotten a hold of the ISO. She used Windows 11 to burn the ISO to SD, right?
Yes.
And so what she's discovered now is she did all the modifications, did all the changes that she wanted in the system, and then realized, wait, I want all this on the 256 card. I don't want it on the 64 card. And so what she wants to do is duplicate what's on the 64 gig card and on the 256 card. You can't just copy them over. And it's made even more complicated because she's only got one SD drive. So you can't put two SD drives in and clone them. So I suggested to her, create an ISO of her original card, save that on the hard drive as a file, and then use that ISO to create the new SD card, 256 card. Jim, you're looking at me like you've got something. No?
Hey, Scott,
Thinking.
Okay.
Scott, there's so much background noise. Scott, can I have your attention, please? Scott,
And I have a
Scott,
yeah,
this isn't a good day.
That is the solution as well, Clark.
Hey, Scott.
hard drive is. And
Scott,
And then you're just looking for.
Scott?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm curious.
Yeah.
yeah, you got the same problem. huh?
I
Scott?
don't know, I have to go home.
It's a proof.
Which is a
It's a
totally
proof.
valid.
I love
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Hey,
We could do it together.
never heard that.
1, 2, 3. Scott?
Scott,
Scott,
Chicken
Scott?
ISO.
Scott,
Scott?
Scott,
Scott?
I'd have to go home and look at my computer upstairs. That's the one I run when we.
I don't know why. But I don't know how to make it work.
Scott?
hey, something's going on here. I got a bunch of
We
hands
can't
raised.
hear you.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can't hear
Scott?
you.
can you
I
hear
can't.
me?
hear
We
us?
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
you
There's
hear
something
me?
so noisy there.
Something's
There's background noise.
there's noise bleeding over. Nobody can hear you,
Can't
man.
hear you at all.
How do we send him a message?
Okay, I can hear you now. We've had a failure on our monitor speaker, so now you're on mine.
Okay, well, we can't hear you much.
Yeah,
There's so much
background
noise.
There's background noise like people
I don't know
talking.
if I can do anything except turn my microphone up. Is that better?
No, there's background noise. There's people talking.
Talking, dishes, forks.
I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do about that right now. We've got a bunch of people behind us. We've got
See,
a fan unrolling. It's making a lot of noise. I guess. You know what,
see you next week.
The microphone closer to you might help.
That's what I'm going to do here. The microphone just disconnected itself.
Oh.
Can you hear me still?
Everything's quiet. Yeah.
Is that better?
It's crazy. I have
At,
A little.
at least you should be able to hear me. Is that working?
Years ago.
I have 2 desks and I only ever use one of them because the other one is covered in books.
Failure.
Let's see.
Is that working, Bill? Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Well, I think
I asked you. Yeah. Wait, you only use
I'll give you one of the hard drives, but it's with, pretty sure it'll do with the memory card too.
Yeah.
I got, programming.
I'm gonna try and reconnect so we can get speakers
No.
again.
Later today.
Awesome. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to hard drive. Those memory cards too.
I think that's a nice presentation because, Scott, we can see you instead of everybody in that little tiny square. We can see you pretty blown up. And everyone else who has a picture up is showing up nicely.
I'm gonna put you back up.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Something. Oh, got it.
Okay.
Lavender. Oh.
No, she ain't lavender, the window's open.
So there isn't much we can do about background noise today. I hope the microphone's easier to hear right now. Oh no, mic doesn't even look like it's on. Oh, you know what's picking it up? It's that camera over there. No wonder we're so hard to hear.
You missed me, sort of. You missed me, sort of.
That's why it's.
I'll get you next time.
Yeah, that's why it's that's a horrible microphone. We don't want to use that at all. But for some reason, this thing.
Max keeps hearing Scott talk and he's looking for him. Looking for Emily too.
For some reason, mine is. You can't unmute yourself. I can mute me. No, I can't unmute. I'm going to leave the meeting for a moment. And we'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got a green light, finally. Testing 1, 2. Oh, I'm muted. Hold on, hold on. I do have the right microphone.
Somebody's talking. I'm sure not hearing anyone.
Me either.
I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay?
Whoa, yeah.
All right.
You'll turn it off and on.
Okay. I think we're moving forward. Yeah, I can't unmute you. You might try disconnecting and reconnecting. Maybe it's a Google Meet thing, but it was all jammed up on me and I had to disconnect from the meet and reconnect. Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see everyone there, but when you put up one of those pictures, then we can't see you. And when you're talking, it's nice to be able to see you. And some people have to lip read too,
Mm.
especially when they don't put their hearing aids in.
Well, I don't have any control over your mute button. I don't think there's anything I can do.
I have control over my mute button now.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Terry, Sandy, Sid.
All right. Let's get back to it. Where are we in this? We don't know, do we? What are we doing? I've got the
We're at
document.
10:23.
Say again?
I said we're at 10:23.
Oh, all right. This is mislabeled. That's supposed to be. This is our 6th meeting of this season. Our 2nd in-person meeting here at Tequilas. What's up, Cheryl? Oh. I was going to say that really sounded like a mom complaint, wasn't it? We can't see you.
Well, I had you. I want to see you once in a while. Mhm.
So,
Hi, Emily.
Tell me I'm your favorite granddaughter.
she just wants it documented.
Put it on the internet forever. I want to send it to Josie.
That would be
Well,
good.
I did bring some tech topics. Did you get some ideas for your ISO issue?
All right, a dog just showed up.
Oh, it's
The best
TJ's
dog in
dog.
the world just showed up.
Over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, hi.
Nothing we're doing is protecting us from mosquitoes. There's mosquitoes all over right now.
Did you have to be worried down there about what those mosquitoes are carrying?
Yes. Hey, TJ, welcome. Yes, I mean, this isn't a tech topic, but if you look at Sonora has got a number of cases of dengue fever. A number of cases of dengue fever. Something like 1,000 cases. It doesn't sound like a lot.
There's not a lot of water standing around here. I don't know where it's coming from.
Which I thought I saw a headline saying this is the first time in years. You guys had eradicated measles until just recently.
Eradicate.
Oh, that's horrible. Well, in the dengue, if you look at the numbers, I mean, 1,000 doesn't seem like a lot of cases for the state of Sonora, but 78% of them are from Guaymas.
Wow.
I was actually at Eames last week, and I asked him about dengue, and he said there's nothing you can do. It's about a 2 weeks for recovery, achy, vomity. Yeah, I mean, she mentioned antibiotics, but I think that's just a go-to around here for anything. I don't know if that's actually a treatment or if that's just any infection that might come along because of dengue. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where will we put antibiotics?
Yeah. I mean, we also do have superbugs because of the antibiotics.
It
Like-
sounds like we just need stronger antibiotics.
That's definitely what the thinking is at this point.
Scott? Hey,
Amy
Scott?
showing off her T-shirt.
I can't see it.
Kermit
Can't see
versus
it.
evil Kermit.
The camera needs to go over
The Dark
by her.
Lord Kermit. Kermit needs a proper Seth name. Darth Kermit. Okay, here's some good news. Gemini AI is going to be rolling out into your Google TVs. That's exactly what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Well, now, Jim, you sent me something. I didn't get a chance to really get through all that. What was that?
You want to search out AI involved?
Dude, this sounds beautiful.
Well, one
It
reason.
depends whether you like AI. I don't particularly care for it.
It's good to have for the AI to show up and then put the sources there, so I can instead click on the source and go, yeah.
But
But
why would
this-
she want to turn AI off? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Emily's not just jumping in, but here's the answer.
I'm
Because
sorry.
it's boiling the oil.
Because it's boiling
the
the
oceans.
oceans.
because Microsoft wants to turn on a nuclear reactor to power this garbage.
It is garbage.
It is garbage.
I'd be a little more understanding if it was really, really good, but it's not good. It sucks.
It's not costing pennies.
Over time, it will find. Over time, it will change the world.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but you know what I think that they've done wrong? And actually this is my pitch. I think that this is one of the few times where we can see the cost value equation right in front of us. And we know that these videos, these silly videos that are being created from AI, cost about $5 a pop.
Hell yes.
Even these data centers are requiring so much electricity. I think it's a very good example that Microsoft wants to turn on 8 Mile Island so that they can.
The problem, Scott, is if we don't do it,
No, you're not letting me
Rest of the
finish.
world is
You're not letting me finish.
Oh,
What we
yeah,
should
dude.
not be doing is allowing the general public access to it. What we should do, because there's a cost value equation that we can see in front of us, we should use that to form a regulation that requires this stuff to stay in-house, which is what OpenAI was doing originally. They were doing ethical research on AI development, and it was Sam Altman that's when Elon Musk pulled his money out of OpenAI that said, "Hey, wait, we can make money with this stuff. Let's release this," and that's what has caused this avalanche of AI slop to hit our world. And all we're finding is in productivity, they're sick of the slop. In our social networks, we're sick of the slop. In news reporting, we're having trouble vetting good information. And it's all because these resources and their immense amount of power has been made available to the general public. That's right. And it never needed to be. I'm saying the people that built it are too stupid to use it properly. Because what they should have done is they should have kept it gated. Yeah. They're using it. They're using it to spike the financial markets. Mm-hmm. No. Has nothing to do. It doesn't have anything to do with the general public. It has to do with how many resources it requires.
Problem is that
The bang isn't worth the buck.
it's forcing.
I am the people.
I am.
You are the people. You are the people. Everyone here is the people.
Don't include me in that.
You're not a peer person?
I want to be.
All right.
I want you to come with.
World's changing. It's hard for us to. I'm a dinosaur. I don't even pretend
Right now,
to have prediction of which way.
if we're talking about new nuclear energy, yeah. But we're talking about turning on old nuclear energy. The ones that leave nuclear rods in the water and they bury that stuff in cement around the. Well, no, I'm not disagreeing that it's a clean. Yeah, no.
doing that to the kid.
You know, TJ, what I would want to do is prevent going down the wrong school of thought. And if you want to comment on what I'm trying to talk about, it's the need
Is that right?
for regulation to keep this stuff in the lab until it's not costing so much. Because right now, every little thing that happens is costing a ridiculous price. And I think one of the best examples of looking at this cost value proposition is when we did not allow equipment to go over to China. We did not allow NVIDIA to give them the latest process. I'm not saying that was the right movement, but what we can see from that is they were more innovative. They figured out a way to do the same things better with less technology, with less energy. And that's what we need. We need labs that are being innovative so
In
that
reality, we
iterate,
supply
iterate,
and
iterate.
deliver it all for
Get
free.
next year's chip going.
There's no
Let's see
money
how
to
much
be
power
made for
that
free in a
takes.
capitalistic
Let's see what you can
society,
do with
so-
that. If that's still too much power, wait until the chip after that. And again, the people should. We should be part of this cost value proposition. We should be I'm not.
Well,
Mhm.
You and I.
These are very generalized statements, TJ. They're not addressing the specific issue. If you had like nuclear weapons going off in your backyard, you would want something that would stop that. I'm sure you would, even though they're making money, even if you were invested in that company and it was generating money for you, you'd be like, no, go do it in somebody else's backyard.
Oh, so.
I'm not. I'm saying that's where you would be upset with it. Is you would be looking for regulation to keep nukes out of your backyard.
We're not.
No, I'm saying that this is a technology. No, this technology is one that's hurting all of us. It's technology that's hurting all of us. So we all have a say in it. Yes, yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yeah. This is the issue, and I think that this is a unique issue in that we've tried to regulate technology, but it's always been the after the fact. Seatbelts, right? Smog emission, things of this nature. We didn't understand the ozone layer. Things of that we had to come up after the problem. We had to solve the problem after it existed. This is one where the cost value proposition is right in front of us. We can see how much it's costing and we can see what kind of value we're getting from it. And I think that an innovative,
That is the. You can have people. And then, if greater number.
wait, hold on a second. If I could go down to the local store, let's go back to nuclear weapons. If I could go down to the local store and buy some nuclear weapons, start shooting them off in my yard, I mean, it's my choice. It's my prerogative.
The problem is
That is such insanity.
No. Okay, what about guns? I go out and buy some guns. I start shooting them off in my backyard. I mean, I'm not hurting anyone unless a bullet flies free.
Huge difference.
No, there is
AI
not.
And
Because
nuclear weapons.
my
So don't even try.
well,
that.
let's go to the guns. If the guns is my argument, then the only people I'm going to hurt are people in my backyard, people that are right next to me.
I feel like Charlie Kirk right
You feel like Charlie Kirk. Nobody's trying to take you out, PJ. Okay.
Hey, Scott, I got a
Right.
better analogy for what you're trying to say.
Well, I think you hear what I'm saying is that if it's going
But-
to affect all of us, we all have a say in it.
But he does have a say.
Rather than using guns or nuclear weapons,
There's greater
bring it to something everyone can understand.
number.
You're pouring oil into the ground next to your house. It's contaminating everyone's well around you. That's what you're trying to say.
Whether and whether it's viably capitalistic or not.
I mean, I hear what you're getting at, and at the same time,
I mean,
you
I have-
wouldn't have electricity to
I
your
have a
house without a regulation on how to install it.
I have,
You wouldn't have sewers to your house without a regulation on how to install it. The general people get to make these decisions.
He gets to.
No,
he gets the ability
they
to
get
turn
to
it
make
off.
them through regulation, not
He
through
gets the
choice.
ability to turn it.
if we didn't have
You get the
regulations on
ability to.
food, it's dumb
If you
care
can-
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey,
Things, yeah,
Okay.
not all things.
All right. But in your Google search, you
Oh,
get
for
the ability.
search, I
You
can
get the
turn it
ability
off.
to turn it on. Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
what you
Yeah.
search with.
Okay.
The point
And
is,
that
it
was
should
the-
never have been
that was-
available in the first place.
If all of our would be
We're-
dumped on the.
We're using analogies that you can relate to,
That
PJ.
that is.
People
no.
don't see the damage that AI is doing
Oh,
because
so
of the
this is-
amount of
so
power that
this
it
is what
requires.
this- exactly
So
my question.
you need to
So
have a
in other
metaphoric
words, you're
thinking in
saying
it.
that the people are too stupid to realize what's really happening.
I'm not saying that
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
I'll
What?
say it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's hearing this, Jeff.
Yeah. That was the reason.
Move on. Yay.
I do believe it will get better with each iteration. I don't
Yeah.
think it's getting better because we're the ones that are using the AI. But it's definitely getting used against us. And it's being put into Google TV, and that was the point.
Well, there's environmental consequences, but money to that's it.
Have you guys seen some of these ads for AI that are like on YouTube or something? And it's so condescending. It's like the boy that's saying, "Oh, do you not know how to talk to your kid? Put it into AI and let AI tell you how to do it. Do you not know how to write an email? Have the AI write the email for you." And I'm like, I can.
Well, if
Mhm. Well, it's so obviously not reaching the level at which would justify the cost. That that and then you in like they're adding this elements to each one of these pieces of software, thinking that this is going to create something that is of value, and it's all the speculation of what these companies are going to be valued at. And so now we've got this AI bubble, which is very similar to the dot-com bubble, where we've got all these stocks out there. And now the conversation shifts away from AI and it goes into financial markets. Because everything about AI, all the hype, everything that they can do, when Microsoft says they're putting they rebranded the Office package as Copilot 365. It's all hype. It is all absolute hype to drive up this speculation of what these companies are going to be worth in the future. And it's just ballooned our economy. I don't remember the last check, but there's some large percentage of the S&P that is just NVIDIA. It's like 1/3 the S&P's value that has gone up is just because of this speculative value of NVIDIA as a company because of AI. Is that chip? Yeah, they're the chip makers that are selling these chips to everyone that wants to do AI. They're building these data centers.
well, if you follow previous leaders' nation, paid off in the
I agree with you. That's absolutely going to happen. But this is not paying off because we have access to it. And we can see how much it's costing us right now. And it seems like somebody that's technologically advanced, somebody that's a good politician, they can figure out what that happy median is, how much value we need to derive from a new technology to allow it to be released to the people.
I see some benefit in the currency. One of them that I really see is that when you want to gather information, vendors, that I would say that 70% are sponsored answers, and another 20% are phony answers, where they say one thing, as you get deeper, they find out the truth. And that I think it's something.
Hey, Fred, I see your hand up. I'm sorry, I just realized that our speakers died again. So I switched the laptop. I should be able to hear anybody talking again.
Just last night, I looked up something about a character from a and got completely wrong answers from the AI overview. And I'm like, man, this is come on, man.
Well, that's been, I mean, in the workplace, this has been the biggest deal, is it's wasting people's time. They're spending twice as much time because they have to vet everything that's being reported because so many people are using it to do their reports. We talked about it a few weeks ago. There was a great article that was talking about how management is getting sick of AI. It's called work slop that's being created because everybody's going to these AI shortcuts and nobody's generating any real value out of it.
Can we trace them?
I don't know.
You got tired of us.
Fred, your hand was up. Did I not hear you?
I was wondering, back in the days of DOS, there was a command so you could do a disk copy. Is there a command like that that Emily could use?
Can you say that again? I'm turning up the volume. Go ahead.
Okay. Back in the days of DOS, there was a command called disk copy. Is there a command like that that Emily could use, or
And tell me the name of the command again.
disk copy?
Disk copy. Oh, you're talking about for the image, the
Moving the image.
Oh my god!
disk copy. That's a very good question. We'll have to look and see if that still exists. It wouldn't write a boot sector though, which is the main goal of it. But what disk copy would do is it would copy everything from one disk to another disk.
It used to write the boot sector also. It dislocated the full disk.
I'm sorry, Fred, you're breaking up on your end, I think.
Well, I can't get much closer to the microphone.
You are clear
anyway.
as you get closer.
Okay, anyway, it made a complete copy of the disk, down to including if there was a password or a license number you had to have, it would put that on there too. And it also made the boot sector copy.
Did it include the boot sector? I didn't remember that.
It made a complete image of the disk.
Well, that's a good suggestion. I'm going to make a note of looking for a disk copy, or at least a disk copy alternative.
Okay.
That's what she's trying to do, yeah.
I think I got programmed.
Disk copy alternative. Okay. That is a good suggestion. Have we got any other topics out there other than what I've brought along? I'm happy to rant about any AI stuff.
Some of them have been around since we were doing binary.
Brett, I'm really sorry. You are hard to hear. But he's at breakfast, so he's like us. He's got a lot of background noise behind him.
He has his thumb up.
Yeah, all good. Well, this is another interesting one. I got another one I can rant about if anybody's interested. Yeah, YouTube TV is still negotiating with why doesn't that work? That link should work. Still negotiating with Disney about their content. I didn't know this was going on. I'll make sure that link is there. I don't know why the link isn't working.
What's going on?
So what's going on is that YouTube TV has been behaving like a cable provider. Everybody here but you understands what that means.
Yeah, I use their service in the U.S. They wouldn't bring it over here.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you can get a lot of it, but you can't get your local stuff. If you want to get your local stuff, you have to get a VPN that takes you into the local area. But anyway, YouTube has been functioning like a satellite provider or a cable provider. A lot of people are happy with it. It's about 2/3 the price of what you'd normally pay for a cable or a satellite. Back in the day, I think it's gone up to like 85 or 95
That's
a month.
what I was paying, yeah.
Yeah. And so Disney has had a problem with them, and they've pulled their content. But this article, which I will make sure gets into this document because for some reason the link didn't work correctly, is about how YouTube TV provides you with the equivalent of a DVR. Now, if you don't use YouTube TV, you don't know this, but you are able to flag your favorite shows and
That's the
movies.
whole purpose of it. Otherwise, it would be more valueless. The way it works, if say you like a program, let's say that ran for 10 years, you put it in your program, and all 10 years appear instantly. The downfall is it doesn't go sequentially. You have to remember where you are. If you're watching year 2, episode 3, you got to remember to go to episode 4. But it's the best streaming service out there. That DVR is the whole reason to have.
All right, that's a great from Irving there, and even more so to my point of why this article is important, because they are in disputes with Disney right now to get Disney content. And so during the dispute, what they have done is they have removed all the content that you have put on your DVR from Disney. It is not your content. Your recordings they're not your content. If you had a TiVo, that was your content. If you had a VCR, that was your content. If you have YouTube TV, that's not your content. And this harkens back, if you guys remember, Amazon got in trouble back when they started doing the ebooks, and they distributed, ironically, 1984 for free to anybody that wanted to try an ebook reader. And then they pulled it out because they got into a copyright problem with whoever owned 1984. And so overnight, they took this book out of your library, out of all these devices. And that's the world we're living in right now. This is, if you're using YouTube TV and you think you're using a DVR, they can pull that content from you at any moment. Now, in the article, they talk about how when they finally resolve their deal, people should be able to get access to their content again. But it really has never been their content to begin with. Did you find the link? Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's the whole point of this article, is just an enlightening about how services are working in this day and age and where you start and begin as part of these services.
These music subscriptions are the same.
Exactly the same. Yeah, exactly the same. If you've got Spotify and you've downloaded a bunch of tunes to play offline, the moment you don't pay for your Spotify account, those tunes are no longer available to you.
See, this is why you have to pirate stuff, all the stuff.
That's not that.
Hey!
And now for the legal disclaimer.
Hey. That's awesome.
International Computer Services. These are all opinions and not endorsed in any way. But
International Computer Solution endorses.
Let me get the right link into this document since Cheryl found it for us. There we go. So yes, this is a great art. Wait, that didn't work. What is going on? Why am I having a hard trouble with this?
We have 6 minutes left on this.
Okay, we may have to switch over to the other meeting in just a second.
My dungeon master for D&D had a lore document for current game, and I formatted all the tabs for her. It was kind of awful to navigate. So she let me put links on all the tabs so you can just jump to the relevant information from the index, also from the side.
Well, that sounds very helpful. Putting your IT skills to work in Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm watching you struggle with this, and I'm like, man, I was doing this.
Well, Cheryl's right. There's something weird about the document. I've gone ahead and just removed the old link, sticking in the new link. I think I got it now. No, what is that? Tab 1. What the hell is that all about? Oh. I don't know. We'll make sure it gets into that document at some point. Not for me. What's up? Yeah, I know that died a while ago. That's why we're listening to people through my laptop.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That is totally not working. I got a lot of stuff not working on my desktop right now.
Hey,
I'm not quite sure what's
in the
going on.
wake,
Por favor.
the wake of total failure, we're still having a good time, and I think that's beautiful.
There we go. That's what I was trying to get rid of. And now this window is supposed to be over here. Come on, window. One of the things that's screwing me up is that Meet now, every time I leave the Meet window, it wants to make a little pop-out window. So I'm always bouncing around my desktop looking things up, and as soon as I do that, a window pops up showing everybody in the Meet. 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to open the other Meet. So we've got it available.
I would just say goodbye. I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm saying goodbye to everyone.
All right.
Nina.
Talk to you next week. Bye, guys. Bye, granddaughter. Bye, son.
Bye.
Never did say I was her favorite.
And she won't. She knows you too well. I got to figure out how to shut off this pop-out video option in Meet. It just appeared one day, and it won't go away.
What was that term?
Automatic
what was
picture.
That term you
there
showed
it
me?
is.
Enshittification.
Enshittification. That's right.
Disenshittification. For turning off the AI. Disenshittification.
Oh, all right. There you go.
You have to disenshittify your meat.
Well, and actually, the enshittification is one of my recommendations. That's not true. There is a great podcast interview with Cory Doctrine. I'm not sure if you've heard about him. He's a tech activist. He's somebody that's well known for working with the Freedom Foundation. I'm admitting Bill into this meeting. And Bill, turn down your mute your microphone there. I've only got Bill in the new meeting so far. Yeah.
Say what you will about the AI, but it has created great slang terms. Enshittification, slop, incredible.
Well, Cory Doctorow is talking to us about how there is this business cycle in tech right now where they give it all away from free, they disrupt a current market, they gather up the I don't need to view. Sorry, I'm trying to let Fred in. That's what's distracting me. So Cory Doctorow is talking about the business life cycle, the tech business lifestyle cycle right now as being in shittification. It's his term. It's because it's come across the internet now. It's one everybody's using. And the idea is that the way tech companies have been operating is that they disrupt a market, they take it over, they gather all the customers, they start gathering information from them, and then they slowly make their product worse and worse because their goal is to suck every bit of revenue out of the product at the expense of the customer's experience. And I was listening to this, him talk on this. Well, I was going to give an example. They were talking about one of these smart home adapters, one of these smart home climate controls like HAVs, and it used to support what is Apple's home? No, there's home automation. I forgot the name of it. It's just slipped my mind. But their home automation, it supported their home automation system, so you could go to your phone, you could use Apple tools to set your climate control, you could see what the status is, and this company was bought. They were bought by what do you call it? Robber barons? No, what do you call it? They're basically trying to get as much money out of it as possible. So they shut down the home automation compatibility with Apple's tools and forced all their customers that currently already exist, that have currently already bought this stuff, to stop using the Apple stuff. And the only way that they could use their automation is through the app that is part of, that is from the company. They built an app. That's the only app now that you can use. And then they stuck advertisement in the front of the app. I know what, I'm mixing two stories. It's the same story, but the advertising came from a garage door opener. So before you were able to use your Apple tools to open your garage door, now you got to use the company's app, but you got to watch 3 ads before you can get your door to open. This is inshitification, and it's purely for the profits of the company that's owning it.
There was a dress up game called Pit Crew, where people could draw their own, like people could make dress up games for other people and upload it to Pit Crew, and anyone could come and use these dress up games that people were making, and it was awesome, and everyone loved Pit Crew. And then Pit Crew started getting worse and worse and less usable, and more ads started getting put in, and it sucked so much. Like Pit Crew these days is like almost completely unusable because of how many ads there are, and like it's so hard. Like UI is so hard to use. It's so bad. It's really bad.
If you want to combine some themes we've talked about today, I was just listening to 2 developers talking about the unintentional inshitification of their favorite development platform, because they have gone hardcore putting AI into the platform. The platform had been this robust tool for teaching and coding, and it had been adopted by teachers that had to teach code, and they had put lesson plans into them and coding projects, everything available through this robust teaching platform for learning how to code. But the platform openly admits they were never really a teaching platform. They were a development platform. The idea being that you could go with any Chromebook, any tablet, any low-budget computer, you could open a web browser and have a fully functional development environment through a web browser and write code. They've added AI to it now, and as a teaching tool, it has fallen apart. They created a whole nother level of offering because they think they're going to make more money out of encouraging non-coders to write programs using their software that was only intended for coders in the first place. They've changed their terms of service. They have eliminated all this work these teachers have done in this. They've lost lesson plans, they've lost coding projects, because they never really owned that stuff in the first place, because they chose to put it in this platform. And now if the teachers actually want to try and use this platform to code, it still doesn't work, because a kid can start writing code and all of a sudden suggested results pop up, and the program, the rudimentary program they're trying to use to teach critical thinking and logical design just pops up on their screen, because that's what the AI is supposed to do in these vibe coding atmospheres. It doesn't write good code to begin with. It regurgitates old code that's out there without any real vetting, and now it can't be used as a teaching tool either. It's a combination of AI slop and inshitification in one example. And again, it goes back to that. Why are we allowing this stuff? Why it has escaped the lab. That is the problem. Is it has escaped the lab. Should not have been allowed to leave the lab until we'd iterated it down to pennies instead of dollars. If it cost pennies, it wouldn't be a big deal. Your spell checker costs pennies. That's why we've been using it for 30 years. It costs nothing for that kind of AI. And this AI is exactly the same kind of pattern recognition, just on a bigger, these are the muscle cars of AI. And we need fine sports cars. We need electric vehicles. We don't need 454s with headers on them burning down the streets, providing us with this slop. If we're gonna have slop, it should be electric cars.
All right. Nobody speak now.
Okay. Well, I'm just speaking metaphorically.
You're speaking politically.
So, where are we? We've got Fred with us. I think Chester's left. I think everybody's left us except for, well, Bill's sitting in front of us. Yes, we do. Hello. Welcome.
Not paying attention.
Good
You on the
morning.
phone.
Hello.
Last one that showed up.
Hey.
Sorry, guys. No. I'm here, Scott. I'm here. My computer.
You're Michael. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, you're welcome to stick around with us if you want. We're probably going to be going for like another 10, 15 minutes. Or you just leave
Here's
it
one
with
thing
me.
the only thing we discussed yesterday about the motherboard. After this,
Okay.
so I don't.
That's a
think-
good sign, yeah.
that's a good sign. And when you stick it in there,
I hear you. Yeah. So that makes me think that the port itself is
yeah,
damaged.
I think that's what.
Yeah. So we may have to order that part.
What does that take?
Mercados Libre, week, 2 weeks for the part to come.
Get it off
Yeah.
Temu.
Get it off Temu. 45 days. If it's off Temu. Well, we can get it like if we were in the States, it would be very easy to get it from. It's not the kind of part you typically would get from Amazon. I mean, it might be there, but normally you would find a part like that on eBay, one of those kinds of places, and they typically take at least a week. And in this case, we're in Mexico, so we would get it off the eBay equivalent, which would be Mercado Libre, which is readily available. I just don't know how long it's going to take for us to get it. No, well, they do the same thing. Order it online.
Oh, yes, thank you for
You would get local. I mean, it's the kind of part that's available because we have the internet. It would never have been available before the internet. You'd just buy a new computer, or send it to Lenovo or HP or Dell. You just send it back to them, and they would fix it at a price, or it'd be under warranty.
No. I need a computer right away.
Yeah, I mean, unless I can open it up and see something disconnected and reconnect it, and well, and that's the other thing is if it's loose in there. Well, the kind of design it is, like I mentioned to you, it could be a broken mount, and so that might be like super gluing it to the chassis to fix that kind of problem. But the fact that you get a light off of it makes me a little nervous that that the port itself has got a problem.
And I'll check
Yeah.
on first when I
But leave it with me. I'll take a look at it today, and I'll have better answers for you by the afternoon. Okay.
Hey, Scott.
Sure. Yeah.
So the backpack has
I'm like back
also
in my head into
Scott,
Yes. Sorry.
is my sound any better?
Sounds great now, Fred.
I'm out on the back deck.
I think Sony was telling me something about that. Okay.
Here you go, man.
All right, Mark.
I believe.
We'll talk later this
It
afternoon.
might be my,
Okay.
it might be
That
my
kid,
favorite.
sorry
You're
to
welcome.
interrupt your class.
No worries.
Really? Are you guys okay? I'm sorry.
The little one, the new one, right?
And you're welcome to join us if you'd
Oh,
like.
yeah.
That's
one in the
right.
computer,
Okay, I'm back.
I might have a-
I'm ready to answer any questions people might have or talk about anything different.
Yes, hell yeah.
Did you find out anything on the disc copy?
Haven't looked yet.
That's me, sir.
I just want to comment on the
Happy to
certification issue.
Hey, Jim.
These sites always have a free version, paid version. Usually the bypass a lot of subscription. That's designed that.
Yeah. Yeah, but in general, this is happening across all these products. All they want to do is monetize you. They
If there's money, it's in the very best ethic problem, very worst stealing. That's the page, period.
I think you would enjoy. This is a YouTube of this podcast interview with Cory Doctrine. I think we would all enjoy it. It's just his perspective on where we are with technology, how it's affecting humanity, how it's affecting business. It's very spot on. I've got a couple other articles here that I brought along. One is, well, you know what? I'm going to let that one lie till next. Let's talk about Python for a moment. If you guys are not aware, Python is a scripting language that has become extremely popular. It runs most of the internet now. Python is not a snake. It is something that is embedded in almost everything you do, almost every button you click. It is what's tying data together. It's been used for these big data models. It's being used to talk to these AIs to model data. It's just everywhere. Python is an open source nonprofit, and this language has been available for almost 30 years, if I know my history, all right. And there has, in its wide adoption, it has become very clear some very fundamental security problems with it. This is an organization that functions at about $5 million a year, nonprofit. It is the little brick that's holding up the house, and they applied for a grant to the federal government for $1.5 million so that they can solve a number of security problems that are very well recognized throughout the industry that can't be dealt with without a focused group to work on these problems. And they were going to get the money, but the new anti-DEI regulations stipulate so strongly against their ethics that they have to turn down the money. Because it goes against their mission statement of diversity and inclusion.
And that has to be removed. Doesn't belong there to begin with. Wait, did I say that? I think so.
Yeah, I think you'd have to get into the nuances of their mission statement, because it isn't as clear. I mean, it's as clear as mud how they interact with each other. A foundation, a nonprofit foundation for programming like this, is one where they don't want to exclude anyone. And so it's not a matter of intentionally including excluded people. It's a matter of having a robust overview of inclusiveness for everyone.
I would think that could be adjusted in their statement.
Okay. There's a great article on ours that I would recommend reading. I believe that they have done this performatively to make it clear how incongruent some of these things can be with organizations like this. And what was the point that really drove it home for me? They're turning down the money.
They're turning down the money. Right-leaning excess.
Oh, I know why it
Does
is.
that work for you?
Because the new rules, if they were to violate the new rules, then the federal government reserves the right to pull back all the money. So they could be 6 months into development, they could have spent $500,000, and the government goes, no, you hired that black person for the wrong reason. We want our money back.
If they're entitled to free money like everybody, so they should demand the government give them that money, not be able to retract the free money.
Well, I think probably the focus should be on, we would all be better off if Python had the security fixes that are recognized in the industry. You know what's most embarrassing is that a Microsoft or a Google or an Apple hasn't just thrown this money at them, because they all rely on Python. Every one of us relies on Python. Every time you sit down at the internet, you rely on Python.
What's the reason why? That's a penny.
It's a very good question. Yeah.
So
Why hasn't?
Must be more to this than me.
Well, start with this article, and you'll probably find that thread to pull. Why aren't these guys offering? And I suspect this is what's going to happen. I like I said, I think this was performative. I think this is to embarrass the administration. And I think it's to draw attention to these big companies that aren't just tossing them this money to get this problem to go away.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm. And I've got no problem with that either. I mean, if that was the entire inclination, I'm fine with it. I mention it because everybody needs to know this is going on.
Affirmative protest is like the baseline, like the backbone to a lot of big change is protests like this. You know?
What did you call it?
I call it performative protest. It's not like
performative protest. Yeah.
That's not an official term. It's just something I just said right now.
The problem probably with this is the problem with all change. Never stops at fair and just. Goes from unjust right, unjust on the other side. Yeah. As the power changes.
Absolutely. I do agree with that. I get so frustrated where my politics are, and to watch, you've probably had it yourself, Irving. You're like, stop defending my position. I don't want you on my side. I'm sure you've run into that. It's like, this is not the way I want to win this argument.
I do what he advised. What did you advise me to do? Talk. That's what I do. Been doing it since I'm a kid.
Well, that's awesome.
If I thought I have it's zero up it.
Even less nowadays. Yeah.
It could be such a number.
Well, I've got one more article, but I'll keep it because it's a big one. And I do have the enshittification link is here if you want to see that Cory Doctorow. We watched a great movie called Good Fortune. Oh gosh, you know what? I don't know where I watched it. Good Fortune, Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen, and another guy that I really apologize, I don't remember his name, but he's really funny. It's a comedy. It's a Freaky Friday movie, you know, where they switch places. It's a guy that can't get a break and is sleeping in his car with a tech bro that has just made lots of money kind of by accident. And they Freaky Friday, the two of them. It is hilarious. Lots of laughing out loud. And a lot of in-your-face messages. I mean, some of the things that we've talked about here, but just a lot of messages.
I'm going to recommend one of my oddball movies.
Okay, all right.
I would think that a movie buff I consider it a great movie. Hate it and put it near their room. The name of the movie is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. This is a must-see, fabulous acting. Ma Rainey. Okay.
Raney.
Let's see if this is
Ma Rainey's
Black Bottom.
Black Bottom. I think I've seen this. This is the movie. Is this the one about the singer? Yeah. This is, and it goes into her personal history.
What kind of rating is this?
I don't know. Let's find out. It's a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, but a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I remember really enjoying this movie.
Shows you the variable from different reviews. It's incredible. I saw one that was reviewed as a 2, and many of the writers said it was the best movie they saw. Like, not this one particularly, but a movie. Very best movie in the entire life. Subjective, that subject.
Well, it's a good recommendation, and we'll put it on our list. You got any others?
Well, I don't know.
Nothing new?
I keep on watching the great ones over and over again. Cider House Rules.
Okay.
Everybody hasn't watched the Cider House Rules.
Cider House Rules. Who is it? That had a young guy in it at the time. I can't remember his name. Wasn't Ethan Hawke, was it?
Name.
Hmm.
I'm going to mention a very old movie. I probably mentioned it before. This is truly his best movie. Very famous actor. Name of the movie is Remains of the Day.
Oh, that's Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Without question, his greatest.
Boy, that movie gets such raving reviews, and I think I have watched it twice and both times fell asleep.
Yeah, there you go. It's not right. It's not a war movie.
It's Toby Maguire. It's
Tobey Maguire is the side
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, Spider-Man. Oh wow, Paul Rudd is in that movie. That's before any of us knew who Paul Rudd was. That's Ant-Man.
I don't know who he is.
Ant-Man's in this movie.
There's 2 Marvel superheroes in Cider House Rules.
Is that right? Yeah, this movie touches a lot of sensitive subjects very, very well. And it's a great story. And of course, the English actor is the best movie for
Oh, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Question.
Charlize Theron is in this movie too. Wow, this is quite a lineup of actors. 2003. Yeah, but it's still. Don't forget that's 22 years ago. I always think we're in the new times when it's after the 2000s.
My last movie.
What's your last?
This one goes back a ways.
Okay.
And it's a foreign film, if you titles. And Bet's Abette. Bet's Feast.
The best. Babette's the.
Feast.
You know, you're not the only one that has recommended that in our club before.
That is one of the movies.
Who was it that told us about that? No, it was the Canadian Jim. James told us, and I love the way he told us, because he's online. We're having a virtual meeting. He's like, well, and of course, Babette's Feast is one of my favorites. And we were all looking at each other going, what's he talking about?
Nobody ever heard of this movie.
He had talked to us like everybody knows what this movie is. And you're the second person I know that's told me about this movie.
On this one too.
Okay. Will we see you next week?
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back.
Later.
My pretty one. Yes. I think in December or right after New Year's or during Christmas. Doing very well. He had some excellent. We'll soon know. Oh yeah. Nice. Controversial.
Yes.
Hey, we're still online. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
We're
Sorry. Who's got that rifle? Great day, everyone.
Irving. Well, we are coming to the end. Cheryl, did you have some recommendations?
Body
Okay.
Drop dead deep. Large one.
The same body. Oh. Oh.
Wait, so it's really
Okay.
because you
I was about to say, you said she got shot, and I was about to say, is this like a shisekai? No. It's pretty frightening still.
yeah, it's still kind of not,
But
It's
it's
a
only
series.
one person, right?
TV series, yes.
What happened to the fat lady?
Yeah.
Well,
Went to heaven.
I gather her soul is gone.
Oh,
Her
she's
body's
dead.
still there, but her soul is gone. But she kind of has amnesia. What they say is she has amnesia, but the new girl is becoming that.
So she's trying to fill that position.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she's it's all kinds of stereotypical by looking at the body. There's all kinds of cases involved and different things going on. When do you get old? Loss of something. Septic. But it's got a lot of stuff in it.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite the show. But the actress, like she's like, but she walks like a model. She's changed her whole physical, and she's still got her best friend. She's convinced her best friend that it's happened. And so she still puts in things about fashion.
So she's got a best friend that believes her.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And she knows, don't know you're Jane now, but I know you're,
I'm gonna go.
That's awesome.
Oh, you get a load of
Well,
I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready.
I guess with that, we'll call this meeting to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do we still have Fred here? Fred's with us. Fred, I think we're going to call it an end.
Okay, well, hopefully you'll have one next week that I can attend. I think I'm going to be in Miami then. I'm in St. Lucius today.
St. Lucius to Miami. You think you'll be there by our next meeting?
Either I'll be at sea or in Miami, one of the two. The 18th, is that the next meeting?
Yes, the 18th will be our next meeting.
I'll be in Miami.
Excellent. In fact, that's all a good. Oh, yeah. And then.
18th will be in Alamos.
Oh, really? So you won't be here in person?
No,
Okay.
this is it
This is it?
till March.
Oh, that's right. You guys have rented a place in Alamos. Ah, we'll have to come visit you.
I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But we'll go through it on later.
All right. Well, Fred, we'll see you next week. And Bill and Cheryl will be remote, and I'll probably be sitting here. Emily might be sitting next to me.
No, it's gonna be working.
Yeah, she'll have a job by then, I hope.
Good luck.
Thanks, man. We'll talk to you later. Tech on.
Okay, have a good week.
You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was it. That was our meeting for Tuesday, November 11th, the San Carlos Computer Club. We will be back next week, next Tuesday at 10 o'clock, the same place. Until then, tech on.
Tech on.